Today in Biology Kingdom Protista, students, you will learn about various members of Protista or protists. Its image is shown that they are moving with the help of flagella. Zooflagelates. Zoo means animal, flagellate means having flagella. Flagella is a locomotory organ. So these protists are mostly unicellular, that is made up of one cell. A few are colonial organisms with rounded, spherical or elongated bodies with a single central nucleus in them. They possess from one to many long whip-like flagella that enable them to move. Flagellates move rapidly, fastly, pulling themselves forward by the lashing, flexible flagella, and they are usually located at their anterior end, that is, in front of them. Next are flagellates, having flagella. Flagellates obtain their food either by ingesting, taking in living or dead organisms, or by absorbing nutrients from the dead or decomposing organic matter food. They may be free-living. Symbionts are those organisms which live in association with each other. Or they may be parasites living on their hosts. Trichonymphas, they are zooflagellates or flagellates, and they are complex, specialized flagellates with many flagella, and they live as symbionts, that is in association in the guts of termites, and they help in the digestion of dry wood. Some flagellates like Euglena, you can see the picture, it is having flagella. Next comes parasitic flagellates causes so many diseases. For example, trypanosoma is a human parasite causing African sleeping sickness disease. It is transmitted by the bite of infected Tasset's fly. Next are Quanoflagellates. They are sessile, marine, live in saltwater or freshwater flagellates, which are attached by means of a stalk, and their single flagellum is surrounded by delicate soft sheath called collar. They are of special interest because of their striking or remarkable resemblance to collar cells in sponges, which belong to phylum Porifera. Next are ciliates. Cilia are short or small hair-like structures, and they are smaller than flagella. The organisms having cilia on them for locomotion are called ciliates. Ciliates are unicellular organisms with a flexible outer covering on them. This outer covering is called pellicle, and they give them a definite and changeable shape, so ciliates can change their shape. In Paramecium, the surface of the cell is covered with special several thousand fine, short hair-like structures called cilia. These cilia beat in such a precisely coordinated fashion, that the organism can go forward with the help of cilia, and they can also go back and turn around, that is, they can change their positions with the help of cilia. Some ciliates are sessile. It means that they remain attached to the rock or surfaces. These cilia set up water currents. Now these water currents draw food towards them. Most ciliates ingest or take in bacteria or other tiny protists as food. Water regulation also occurs in freshwater ciliates, and it is controlled by special organelles called contractile vacuoles. As we have discussed, role of contractile vacuole is to remove extra water from the body. Ciliates differ from other protozoans in having two kinds of nuclei. One or more small diploid micronuclei function in sexual process. A large polyploid macronucleus, as you know, micro means small and macro means large. So macronucleus controls cell chemical reactions, metabolism, and its growth. Most ciliates are capable of a sexual process called conjugation, that is, transfer of genetic material between two individuals. During conjugation, transfer of genetic material between two individuals, they come together and they exchange their genetic material. So, genetic material is passed from one organism to the other. Examples of or pictures of some ciliates are given. You can see that cilia are short hair-like structures as compared to flagella. Paramecium diagram is shown. Next are Foraminiferans and Actinopods. These are also protists. These marine protozoans, that is, they live in seawater, and they produce shells or tests around them. Tests or shells of foraminiferan are made up of calcium, whereas those of actinopods are made up of silica. So this is the difference between them. The shells or tests contain pores through which cytoplasmic projections can be extended. These cytoplasmic projections actually form a sticky, interconnected net that catches or entangles prey. Dead foraminiferans sink to the bottom of the ocean seas, where their shells form grey mud that is gradually or finally transformed into chalk. Foraminiferans of the past have created vast limestone deposits, as you can see in the picture, that shells or tests are given, and after their death they appear as limestone. Pictures of actinopods and foraminiferans are given, as well as their shells or tests and their limestone appearance. Next comes Epicomplexans. Epicomplexans are a large group of parasitic protozoa. They live as parasites, some of which cause serious diseases like malaria in humans. Epicomplexans lack specific structures for locomotion. They move by flexing. At some stage in their lives, they develop a spore, a small infective agent transmitted to the next host. Many epicomplexans spend part of their life in one host and another part in different hosts. Picture of epicomplexa is shown. They have ability to penetrate or to move inside the host. Malaria is a disease which is caused by Plasmodium parasite. Plasmodium, the epicomplexan, it causes malaria. It enters human blood through the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. Plasmodium first enters liver cells and then into the red blood cells, where it multiplies. That is, increases its population or number. Plasmodium, when each infected red blood cell bursts, then many new parasites are released from them. The released parasites infect new red blood cells, and this process is repeated. The simultaneous bursting of millions of red blood cells cause the symptoms of malaria. That is, a person feels cold, chill, followed by high fever caused by toxic or harmful substances that are released and affect other organs of the body as well. So they are telling you malaria is a disease that is caused by Plasmodium parasite, as it has ability to enter or penetrate into the host cell. Picture of Plasmodium is shown that it has microtubules as well as nucleus.